I'm up here in the foothills of Payson, Utah, overlooking the valley. This is one of the places where they did an opening shot for the movie Footloose. One of my favorite things is finding movie filming locations, taking a screenshot from the movie and taking my own picture when I get there, figuring out where it is, and yeah, just finding the movie filming locations. It's pretty fun. I am going to be posting all the Footloose filming locations separately on YouTube. It works better for my website that way. But I figured some people would want to watch it all as one, so that's what this video will be. Enjoy. I'm up on the hill in Payson, Utah, overlooking the valley. Checking out some Footloose filming locations. They start out the movie with some quick opening shots, and one of them is this shot. Looking down from right here, looking east. Here you can see the shot from the movie and my picture. Out here on Boat Harbor Road in Provo, Utah. Footloose filming location for this opening shot right here. A lot more trees now, but zooming in on the road that goes up the mountain, you can see that this is where this opening shot was taken for Footloose. Looks like the roof's a little bit different color now on that house. But right here, this angle with the railroad crossing and that house in the background is another Footloose filming location from the opening scenes. Filming location for Footloose in Payson, Utah. In the opening scenes, this is where the sign for Beaumont First Christian Church was. Sign was here. You can see the railroad crossing and the dirt road that goes that way, and the road that goes under the freeway. Here we are at what was Beaumont First Christian Church, where the Reverend Shaw Moore was preaching in the movie Footloose. This is the Community Presbyterian Church in American Fork, Utah. And At this angle, you can see it lines up perfectly with this shot from the movie. You can see the pointed stained glass windows that you can see from inside the chapel in this shot. As they come out of the front door, you see across the street, you see some houses, which are gone now because there's CrossFit and a grocery store and a Pizza Hut. And then they turn and you can see that gas station in the background. Here's those shots. The angle changes, and behind Ren you can see that building with the square windows and the rounded windows. Here in this shot right here. And here, as they're walking away from the church, you can see the sign and the church in the background. And then they get into the car right in front of this building. That door even looks the same with the gold plaque on it. In the movie, it's the preschool right here. You can see in this shot that the house was right across the street there, because in the background you can see the front door of the church. So this is the church from Footloose here in American Fork, Utah. Footloose filming location when they're playing chicken in the trucks. This is where they cross the tracks at first. They're coming up this road this way, facing the big truck. As they're coming up this road toward that little uphill slope, she's standing on both cars being crazy, and the big truck comes up over that hill coming toward them. Got the orchards on this side, the tall trees over here. Mullen Orchards in Payson. This is where they continue up the road toward the hill. This is where they come up the hill. The railroad crossing is gone now. You can see where it was right there. They come up that hill as the big truck is coming down the hill from where I am. You can see the Keegley quarry tailings right there. See that behind the truck? This one's a little harder to match up, with the shots from the movie being at night and of a building that's no longer here. But here in Provo, we have another Footloose filming location. The high spot, the drive-up burger joint where they would hang out at night, was about right here where this O'Reilly Auto Parts is. Right here at almost 200 North on 500 West. We're here for another Footloose filming location, Payson, Utah. Payson High School. This was the high school in the movie. There's a lot of shots and a lot of angles. I'll match up the ones I can. First we have this one right here. Then we have this one with the stairs on the right. Here's another. And the parking lot. Walking down the hall. I think the book burning might have been out here, but people swear it was at Springville High School, which has the same layout. So we'll trust them on this one. This is where they're eating. You can see those windows and walls in the background. This is where they go dancing past the lockers. The gym is locked, but we can see in here. Up there you can see those high windows, which are the background of this shot. And also the stacked chairs here, the stands. Coming out, looking this way, we have this shot. Looking out toward the football field here. Looking south this way, there were definitely less houses back then, lining up this shot. Then they're out here on the football field. And on the ramp to the stands. And then we have this angle with them on the stands with P Mountain in the background. Got the big P up there for Payson. Yeah, I think that about does it. That's matching up all the shots and angles for the high school scenes in the movie Footloose here at Payson High School, Payson, Utah. Another Footloose filming location. We're in Payson, Utah here, by the Smiths. Got the Walker War Monument over there. Polar Queen over here. This is where the gas station was, where Ren fills up with gas. Gets tossed into a phone booth. A couple scenes are here. It's changed quite a bit though. I'm here by Memorial Park in Payson for another Footloose filming location. Ren gets pulled over right here by the Baptist church. In the shot you can see this building with the cross on it, which has been recently repainted. I have an old picture from a few years ago when it was the same color as in the movie. And you can see the front door of the church over there in this shot right here. So that's where he was pulled over in the movie. Alright, I'm in Lehigh, Utah for a Footloose filming location. Pretty iconic location from the movie, the Lehigh Roller Mills. Ren worked there. The dance was there at the end of the movie. It still looks just like it did in this shot. This angle right here lines up with this shot from the movie. Then we have this shot here. This is where Ren was working and where they did the dance at the end of the movie. Except everything around here has changed. You can see in this next shot that it was just the two roads, Main Street going east and west, and 850 east here going north up to Main Street. And other than that, it was pretty much fields and trees around here. Now we have nothing but industrial, commercial. But right in the middle of all of it, the Lehigh roller mills, as seen in the movie Footloose. Okay, we're here in Payson for another Footloose filming location. Looking out toward Elk Ridge, Woodland Hills over there. I'm up on the Canal Road. This is where they play chicken with tractors. In the movie, you can see that house up on the hill in this shot. They get on their tractors and race up the canal road, and the loser ends up jumping down into the canal here. There's a lot of different angles in that scene. You can see the mountains in the background right there, some of the buildings down there in the valley, like that one in this shot. There's still a lot of sagebrush hanging down into the canal, like in this shot. Looking north on the canal road to where it goes around the end of the hill, matches up with this shot. Footloose filming location in Orem, Utah. This is the old site of the Geneva Steel plant. It's been demolished, still being demolished a little bit. You can still see some ruins here of the old buildings. You can still see a little bit of old buildings over there, but this used to be a huge place. It used to look like this. now there's not much left. We've got some foundations here, some footings there, some broken walls there, but it's pretty much gone. But in Footloose, Ren comes over here to dance out his frustrations. He comes back a couple other times. In this scene, you can see the mountains in the background line up perfectly with this shot right here. So, yep, this is Geneva Steel, the old steel plant in the movie Footloose. Here in Payson, Utah, for a Footloose filming location. You can see him on a motorcycle go by Burdick's, which is now that Mexican market there. He comes this way. See him go by this White House and over to the car wash, which was on that corner. We'll walk over there. You see this angle with the White House there and the Mexican market or Burdick's in the background as they pull into the car wash on this corner. And behind the car wash, you can see that yellow house, which was white back then, right there. Another one that's gone, another one that's in Provo. When they go to the state line to go dancing, they go to the Etchafalaya bar that was right here downtown Provo, Center Street. Unfortunately, it was where the convention center is now. So one more Footloose filming location. You can't really see that it was this, but it was. Footloose filming location in Springville, Utah. This courtyard is where they were burning the books in the trash cans, and the preacher came and stopped them. Right out here. I almost doubt that it was really here because the rest of the high school scenes were all at Payson High School, 20 minutes away from here. The two schools are identical in layout, so it would be very possible for it to have happened in the courtyard at that school. And that would make sense since they did all the rest of the high school scenes there. But I've always heard that they did it here, and a lot of people claim that they did it here, so either way, it was either here or 20 minutes away in an identical place to this.